Hi friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Brenda and this is my sweet Oliver. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. You know I love you. So today I'm doing my first Christmas in July for 2022 and I'm participating in the High End for Cheap playlist, and I'll let you know more about that in just a few minutes. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I am going to use this decal I created, my Waverly Antique Wax, this sign from Dollar Tree, this paper from Hobby Lobby, and a window cling from Dollar Tree. And I am going to start off by removing that frame pieces off of the sign here. And it's really easy. I just take my Cricut tool here and I just go underneath the frame and it just pulls it right up, as well as the paper, which I just love because it just comes off so easily. And I decided, oh, I better take off that home sign because, you know, we could use that for future projects. So after that, I just continued to remove the frame, and somehow I cut my finger. I don't know if you can see it. It's got a little bit of a blood spot there on my finger. I think it was from the home sign when I was trying to remove the paper from the back. Anyway, so once I got all of this removed, I turned it over and I'm going to trace that paper out. And then once I have it traced out, I'm just going to cut it all out so that way it's going to fit on my sign. So I'm going to use my glue stick here and I'm just going to do a really heavy, thick layer of my glue stick all around. Now I do get this one from Dollar Tree and I have not had any problems with it. I've used their brand before and it seems to work just fine. So here I'm just adding this page on there, this paper, and then after that I'm going to start adding my decals. Now when I created these, I did create the word J and Y separately. That way I could put my tree in between. But as I was getting ready to put them on, I thought, oh, you know, I probably should put the frames kind of around it so I know exactly where to place everything so that it's not, you know, I didn't want to go put the frame down and have it covering part of my words. So here I'm just kind of trying to put things in place. And then as I do this, I realized, you know, that tree looks really small. When I was creating these decals, I put that tree up on my screen. And apparently what's on the screen in Cricut Design Space is not true to size because it was almost the same size. So anyways, so I decided, okay, this tree looks too small. So I grabbed this other tree. It was a double tree, but I'm just cutting away the second tree there, and you can't really even tell. It had a little bit of a different color, but it just looks like some shading with that tree. So then I went and I am just cutting around all that plastic, just going all the way around that tree and just kind of trying to get all that plastic cut as close to the tree as possible. That way it helps it look a little more realistic. So then I took my word world and I am going to get that onto my sign here, and then I'm going to add the words to and the right between joy and the world. Anyways, you see what I'm doing, you get it. I don't have to explain it, I guess. So then I took my glue stick and I'm just using that on the back of my tree here, and I'm just going to put that on right in between. And I don't know what happened to my footage, but I did use, then I'm adding that little star I created too. I did use some antique Waverly wax with the paper towel and just kind of rubbed it onto this frame. And it just gave it a nicer, richer, darker color. And then I'm just using my wood glue and hot glue and going around and putting the frame back into place. And after I have this all on, that's all there is for this. And it is so cute. I really, really like it. And all the pieces that I am replicating today are from antiquefarmhouse.com. And I will show you here in just a moment comparison, but I just think it really came out nice. You'll have to let me know what you think about this one. And the price difference, theirs was for $31.50. Mine was about $1.50, guys. What a difference, huh? So today is the high end for cheap, and it is hosted every month by Janny and Dyanne with Deco Easy and Kiki with Kiki's DIY. This month is the Christmas theme, of course, Christmas in July. So make sure you check out all these wonderful ladies. I will have links to their channels and to the playlist in the description box. So make sure you check them all out and watch the playlist to see all kinds of cool Christmas ideas. So here is, I should say, dupe number 2, not DIY, dupe. So I'm going to use my chalk paint in Linen White by Rust-Oleum because I ran out of my Waverly chalk paint and can't find it right now. I have some decals I created, some tumbling tower blocks from Dollar Tree, 2 1-gallon paint stir sticks, and this star from Dollar Tree. So I removed the hanger from that star, and I am just covering or filling that hole with some of my spackle. And then after that, what do I do? I don't remember. I took the words, the decals, and I'm marking them onto my paint stir sticks, and then I'm using my miter shears to cut them down to size. Then I took my Waverly chalk paint and the color ink, which I'm sorry I didn't show that. I forgot I needed that. And I am painting both of those paint stir sticks with that black color. And then once I had them painted, I took my star and painted it with my white color there. Then after that, I took the tumbling tower blocks, and I am going to hot glue them in strips of 3. So you'll see here, I'm going to add another one. And then I'm not going to paint them because in the picture, in the original, they are natural color. So I'm going to leave them natural. Then I'm just going to add my decals to these paint stir sticks. So I'm just adding Merry on one and Christmas on the other. And these, you guys, this is so easy. And the price difference, I can't get over it. But it is just so easy. So yeah, this is why I like crafting and DIYing, is because I love saving that money. Then I can buy more craft supplies that I don't need. Okay, so then in the picture you could just faintly see some kind of distressing. So I'm using my mineral chalk paint, and I'm trying to go really lightly. And of course, you know, I get some heavier bits there, but that's okay with me. I don't mind it. So I just kind of went and just did as real lightly, and then I'm going to hot glue, I'm going to use wood glue and hot glue to add these words on. If you're new here, I want to say welcome, and my name is Brenda, and I am so glad you stopped by today. If you like home decor on a budget, thrift flips, gift ideas, and holiday decor, then I would invite you to hit that red subscribe button and become part of our family, and then hit that notification bell and hit all, so that way you're notified whenever I upload a video, which is usually, my normal time is Mondays at 5 o'clock Central in the evening. And then I do also participate in different challenges during the week. And if you like today's video, make sure you guys give me that thumbs up and comment, because y'all know that helps my channel grow, and that's what I'm trying to do here. And not only that, I do appreciate it. And then make sure, you know, when you comment, I love it. I love to get to know you guys. So yeah, do all of those. Then I took some of these little blocks from Dollar Tree, and you see me painting 2 here, but I end up doing 4 because 2 of them just weren't enough to keep this star up. So I'm hot gluing 2 here, 1 on each little star end point there, and then I took painted 2 more, and I'm going to hot glue them on top of those as well. But I guess I'm going to show you all of this first, and then I'm going to show you the rest. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys. Okay. I was watching TV and I think I was getting distracted with this video. Okay, so here is the final result. I love it. You'll have to let me know what you think. It's so, I guess it's Farmhouse because it is under Antique Farmhouse, but it seems a little modern to me too, but I still like it. Okay, in the comparison here, theirs was $36. Mine was $2.25. I think I would take the $2.25. How about that? Make sure you're following me on social media. If not, you can find the links in my link tree in the description box below. It's time for a celebration of your recreation, and Opal Jean has been busy. Look at this adorable little picture of the turtles that she recreated. I love it. Thank you so much, Opal Jean. And if you have a picture that you would like me to recreate or showcase, then you can just email it to me, and my email address is in the description box, or you can send it to me on Facebook Messenger or Instagram. Okay, so here is dupe number 3. So for this one, I created again these words, which you could very easily use stickers if you don't have a Cricut. I'm going to use 3. I actually end up using 3 of those little arrows, and then one of these wood planks from Dollar Tree, and then my Rust-Oleum chalk paint in the color Linen White and Waverly chalk paint in the color Mineral. So I start off by doing a lot of measuring here. So I looked at the description and online, and the tall one was 18 inches, the smaller one was 12, so I was trying to make it as close to those as I could. So here I knew I needed this, I think, is for the middle part of the bigger one, and I needed it to be a little longer. That's why I ended up having to use a 3rd arrow. But I'm just making my measurements here. I knew where I wanted to cut them, and then I knew I wanted them to go inward some, because if you look at the picture, they kind of go inward. So I'm just using my ruler here and just kind of eyeing how I thought it would look. I probably could have gone in a little bit more, but, you know, this is my first time making this, and I wasn't quite sure how this was all going to work, but anyways, it works. So then as you can see on the other end, I already had made the one for the smaller one, and this one is going to be for the bigger one, and I'm just writing down my measurements there. But I am just doing the same thing here as I did on the other one, except for my ruler kept moving, but I'm just trying to make them go in at an angle. That one I was like, okay, that didn't work out too well. So I tried to erase it and go over it again. There we go. Much better. It went in. The other one was a little too narrow. It didn't go in as much. But anyways, I was just kind of measuring it here, just kind of making my measurements. Then I decided, okay, I'm going to make a little mark here, so I kind of got an idea of how far out to go. And there it was. Then after that, I took it out to my garage and used a saw to cut them all. And then I painted them all white, and now I'm just distressing them with my Mineral. Again, it was a very light distressing. Well, no, this one I think had a little bit more distressing in the pictures than the first one, but or the last project. So then I'm just going to add my decal. Once everything was dry, I added my decals on the bottom of both of these trees. And these, I know these fonts aren't exact. I went through, I think, every single writing font at Cricut MySpace, and this was about the closest I could find. So, but you know what? It still comes out, and for the price difference, I could take it. So here I'm just using my wood glue and hot glue and gluing them all together. And then after that, I'm going to add some tumbling tower blocks. So I took 2 of them and glued them together and then painted them white. But I ended up actually doing 4 strips of 2 altogether. Especially for the taller one, it needed, because of the height, it needed 2. So I just hot glued one. I think I'm going to show you here. I'm going to use wood glue and hot glue, and I'm going to hot glue it onto the back of that tree, and then I'm going to do the same with the wood glue and hot glue and just add that to the other tumbling tower blocks, just like that. That way it just gave more depth to stand up with. And then I'm just making a bow. I had this ribbon. I think I got this ribbon from Walmart at Christmas time, and I'm just making a bow. Now in the picture they had a striped ribbon. I don't have a red and white stripe, but you know what? What says Farmhouse but gingham, right? So we have my red gingham ribbons here to add to the top of the trees, and that's all there was for this. And I think they're really cute, very different, not your normal kind of trees, but yet they're very farmhouse. I have to say, it is farmhouse. And yeah, maybe I could do a little bit better on my cutting, but it's a work in progress. So you have to let me know what you think about these as well. And here we'll see the difference of cost is their cost was $36, mine was $5.50, about $5.50. So again, another $30 savings. So here is the final reveal of all of them. You'll have to let me know what you think of them. And make sure you watch the hosts' channels and their videos and the playlist and let them know I sent you. And with all that being said, you guys, I will be back again on Friday with some tier tray Christmas in July. So have your notification bell set. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, become part of our family, and then let me know you're new here. I'd love to get to know you. So with all that being said, have a great week, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.